All right, we're ready to go. Now, little unfortunate news on my end. My good Switch controller broke. It was on its way out for a while, but it's actually just broke now. So we're gonna have to use something else. But it's okay. I've got just the thing. Wait. Console's already on. So why is my screen still black? Um Ah, it would seem that Avermedia Streaming Center is about to crash. That might be the problem. Um, all right, last time this happened, I just had to delete the video source and add it back in. So we're going to hope that's what it is this time, too. If not, I might need to open the assist center. Oh, the console actually turned itself off. Because we were taking so long. Well, crap. It was all working before. I was just using this the other day. Audio's working. Okay, Assist Central. If I switch this over to the Nintendo Switch. Okay, I'm just gonna force quit the thing. Where's my task manager? All right. Please kill the streaming center. Sorry, I need this to work in order for game capture to work. Okay, it looks like it's working now. I'm getting the no signal stream and the console's back online. Let's go. Okay. Let me just boom and boom. And y'all can hear the game, right? Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's get to work. We've got stuff and things, obviously. I guess I was previously in the middle of a little nighttime battling. We're just gonna... Nope, wrong button. I'm not used to this controller yet. Excuse me. Let's head over to a Pokemon Center. I'm gonna heal up my team, and then we're gonna go talk to Emma. Because she's the one who knows what to do. Also, I think it's time Aegislash is currently holding my Master Ball. I think it's time for me to... Let me put that away. And let's get to Emma's house, which is over here. The Looker Bureau. I'm so glad she didn't change the name. Let's go. What do you got for me, Esper? Or Mimi, sorry. Let me call you by your proper name. Mimi seems interested in the Diancie. Morale? Morap? Mimi must be sensing some kind of psychic energy. It can telepathically pick up thoughts and feelings and transmit them to another person. This child is staring at me. Perhaps. Okay, everyone, we're following the child. Okay, Mimi is not a child. Like, Mimi may have been a child when we met it in X and Y, but there is no way that Mimi can still be considered a child. I still do love the meme, though, of, like, I have hired this cat to stare at you. Where did everyone go? Can I? Thank you. Just trying to track the quest, that's all. Oh, it's just a Litleo. Now would be a really inconvenient time for a shiny alert. I should stop walking so close to the freaking, thing. Hello, Esper. Mimi's picking up on something. Hold on a sec. I'm checking my phone. Who's Sedna? Sedna, Eris, and Nyx? Who are these people? Those names... Are they from the Looker quest? Are they the people who gave Emma the expansion suit? Oh, that's why it's called that. He's such a kind person, and he helped Teepchi so much. But he wasn't a private eye. He was the international police. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. He ended up with amnesia, and he's currently being looked after by a nice lady in the Hoenn region. You know, it would be really nice if this game had, like, a conclusion to that plot line. I guess James is also playing Legends EA now. Morale? Morap! Come on, Omamer, let's follow Mimi. You got it, boss. Shine bright like a gemstone. Like the Righteous Gemstones from that one TV show, The Righteous Gemstones. I don't actually watch... I haven't watched that. It doesn't look interesting to me, no offense to anyone who likes it. I'm just not... It doesn't look interesting to me. Sorry. I think I just wanted some bread. Bread. Is this Mimi's mystical power? Somehow you can hear Emma's thoughts in your head. Bread. Bread. Someone play the Bow of the Whale clip here. Are you alright, Emma? Are you hungry? No? You weren't? Yeah, that sounds fine. Let's go stop at our favorite cafe. We can call over Grisham. Maybe he can help. Yeah, that was good. Where do you want us to go, Mimi? Man, they really did just put a decent portion of the polygon budget right there. Didn't they? I understand. I appreciate these priorities. Let's go. Emma's really like the ideal waifu in this game, you know, if you had to pick one. Where else are you going to find a woman who's smart and so full of whimsy and above the age of 18? You know, what else could you want in an anime waifu? Also, the way she Naruto runs everywhere, you know that lady's got autism. It's up here? Mrap. You want to go up? Mrar. Also, she got that cute little, like, feline thing going on. We'll go up first? Okay. It's fine. It is nice getting to spend time with Emma, isn't it? You know, I used to have a crush on a girl named Emma. I've told you before that I actually read my first piece of fanfic to try and impress a girl. That was her. That was her name. And yes, it didn't work. That is the sad truth of it. See, sometimes you need to do a little bit more than that, or sometimes you're just you're out of luck from the beginning. There was never any hope. But you'll never know which is which until you try. So I don't know if trying is always worth it, but that's the situation. Sun's about to come out. Yeah, new day is dawning. Cool story, bro. Oh, I'm about to fall. Never mind, I'm good. Saved by the... whatever that was. Battle zone deactivated. I actually managed to beat a lot of guys last night. Not like big money beat up guys, but I've already got a decent chunk of change, so that's fine for now. Anyway. Man, look at all these mega crystals. There's a high concentration of them right here. Whatever you're sensing is right around here, right? Rawr. This is the closest you all ever get to hearing me meow. Oh, you're telling me. Rawr. Carbank. Hostile Carbank. And Diancie. Hostile Diancie? Alright, boys. Time to get us a Diancie. Wait, first... I get paid for clearing these. Let's go. That is so many crystals. That was going for a minute. Alright. And of course I'm gonna do the responsible thing. Save right here. Also... Yeah! We're getting a, Nope, it's just a regular old wild battle. Let's go. Get him. Will you stop stealth rocking my poor, Actually, what is this thing? See, can I just catch it in a... No, of course not. You, give me some of your HP. Now can I catch it? Nope, okay. At least I seem to get a lot of tries. Oh. Here, you know what? Not leaving it to chance. I'm sure it would have let me try again. I just don't care. Besides, I can get more Master Balls. Yeah, sure. Check this out. Go, Diancie. The Diancer. The Diancer. Someone used that, like, you know, the friend visitor meme. It's so pretty. Isn't she? The Anastar Sundial. I'm sure I would know what that is if I could remember literally anything about X and Y other than Mega Pokemon. Unfortunately, it took me a minute to remember that Emma was a thing. I love how when this conversation is going on, Esper is just getting closer to Diancie. Such as? 2 people you met since you parted ways with the Looker. You didn't meet Professor Sycamore until after the Looker left? I think Diancie was a Carbink, canonically, right? And now is their king, or queen, I guess. Oh, that's why there's new stones in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire too, isn't there? I'll take good care of her. See, she already likes me. Bye. What? A phenomenon in Hoenn that may have been the beginning of all Mega Evolution. Holy plot point. Are you telling me Primal Reversion was the origin of Mega Evolution in the world where Az fired the ultimate weapon? You know, if we're being honest, though, I'm not a huge fan of that theory. Like, I understand it, but, like... it doesn't hold up. I think, like, I don't know. It kind of made sense when the only generations with Mega Evolutions, like, when the only games with Mega Evolution were, like, you know, what there was. But, there is some stuff, like, in the background of this game, just some, like, background lore that you can find that does kind of confirm that Paldea and, Paldea is right next door to, the Kalos region. So, like, literally just over the mountains. just like it is for the real Spain and France. So that's confirmed true. Hey, look, an Eevee. It's not a shiny Eevee, though, so I've already got all the ones I need. What was I saying? And, like, there's a lot of stuff that people were talking about that, like, terrestrialization was the result of, like, the whole thing about Area Zero, all the strange stuff going on there is about, like, oh, that's where the ultimate weapon was fired. That's where, like, that crater is where it landed. And I think that makes some sense. Oh yeah, this is the Alpha Go-Goat I gave this guy. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right. So I don't really buy into the whole thing because it makes more sense, the theory that, like, terrestrialization is a byproduct of the ultimate weapon, but there's no mega evolution in Paldea. And I also think, see, there's this thing that I talk about all the time when it comes, or not all the time, but when it comes to tabletop RPGs, that, like, it's a theory that I've heard, not theory. It's a general, like, I don't even want to call it a rule, but, like, a thing to keep in mind, let's just call it that, is that it's not really smart to think about mechanical abstraction, like the way game mechanics allow you to interact with the world, as necessarily the way that things are literally happening all the time in a tabletop RPG. Because, for instance, I know it's 10 o'clock, we'll wrap up here. For instance, in Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition, that is where they introduced what is now called in 5th edition the free action, right? The thing that you can do that doesn't take up a turn or a part of your turn is, they just call it like a bonus action or a free action or something like that, right? So that concept was, as far as I can tell, originated with Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition by Wizards of the Coast. And so one thing that came out of that is 3rd edition, specifically 3.5, was comprehensive. It was a comprehensive game. And so there were a lot of people who, like, treated everything like it was physics, basically. Like, everything that you did in the game had a real physical reality thing. There was no abstraction. Because it was so comprehensive, it was easy to believe that for a lot of stuff. And so, because of the way that 3rd edition handled its form of bonus actions, there is a concept that you can look up called the peasant railgun. And this is why I think it's important that you don't like mistake mechanical abstraction for stuff that's actually going on in the game. I think it's important that you don't do that, because otherwise you will end up with ideas like the peasant railgun. And the peasant railgun is basically the idea that if you line up a bunch of people from, like, one town to wherever you're battling, and you have them pass something all the way up to you on your turn of action, it will basically move, like, mechanically speaking, it will basically move instantaneously from the first person to the next, because passing something between characters is a free action. So, because it's a free action, you can just, like, if you got a bunch of people to do it for you, then you could, in the course of what would mechanically be abstracted to a couple seconds, pass something over an impossibly long distance. Therefore, if this was again not a mechanical abstraction, if it was actually following the physical laws of reality, you would basically be passing a pitchfork faster than the speed of light, and therefore, by the time it reached you, if you threw it, it would basically have the power of like a cannon, right? Because that's the idea of the railgun. Is it's a super fast thing. It's so fast that even a small object could cause massive amounts of damage fired at that speed. But it's not, the game doesn't actually give you the ability to make the peasant railgun because the free action is a mechanical abstraction. It's not literally what's happening in the game's reality. Anyway, that's enough about that for me. It's past 10 o'clock. Let me prepare to wrap up. Let's see. I think I'm just going to end for tonight. This is going to take some getting used to. It's been a while since I've streamed on Sundays. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.